Well, hello, and welcome to Margene's Magnificent Tips and Treasures. Our tip today is going to be something very special because I have a special guest here today. As you can see sitting to my side is Nanette. And Nanette is here to talk to us about post-divorce traumatic syndrome. Something very serious that is affecting and impacting a large portion of our country today, especially here in the U.S. So we want to address this and give you some tips to help you through this phase of your life. Okay? So we're going to start here with Nanette giving us tip number one. Nanette?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Margene. The first thing I like to do is to move forward with hope. Oftentimes I find that women tell the same story over and over again. We're living in the past. So move forward with hope. Tell a new story perhaps, but don't keep telling the old story.
Believe it's going to get better, because it is. It really is going to get better. I can vouch for that. So let's move on to step number two, which I think is also a very important step, and that has to do with triggers. Nanette, what can you tell us about triggers?
Triggers are really fun to watch in a way if you get used to looking for them. You could be sitting at your desk at work, you feel fine, you feel like your life is moving forward, things are going well, and someone walks by and says something derogatory to you. All of a sudden, you find your mood has shifted. Where you once felt fine, now you're feeling sad, lonely, perhaps suicidal. You can say the word, suicidal. And so you have to notice that it's not always you. Other people play a part in your life.
And I think it's important to point out that you can certainly say the word suicidal. It's something that we can just get out there, but it's something you would never want to do or try at home. It's just not an appropriate act, and it's not funny. So let's not go there with that. But let's go on to step number three.
Step number three I find is helpful also if you can be easy on yourself.
Oh, that is a good
As
one.
American women, I think we all can agree that there's so many things that we're supposed to do, we're not supposed to do, things we're allowed to say, we're not allowed to say. And it gets confusing. Take a deep breath, take a step back, and just enjoy yourself. Take a bath, perhaps some soft music, your favorite music, go out for a jog. Perhaps you want to try the boss scene. You want to maybe get out there and be vulnerable again.
But we do want to say that if you choose to go that route, there are some things to keep in mind. Of course, we already know about the don't drink and drive. But there's something else very important, that when you're at the bar and a nice young gentleman comes up to you.
Well, I don't want to go into too much detail because this is a very personal story for me. Don't ever, women. Please, ladies, don't ever leave your adult beverage unattended. That's all I can say. I can't say more. Don't leave your adult beverage unattended.
I think that's great advice. And along with the unattendance, be sure that you let this gentleman caller, if you will, give him a pseudonym, a false name. We like to call it
a bar name. I use Angel. If someone asks me my name, the name I like to use at the bar is Angel. You might have another name that works for you.
Oh, well, I think Angel's a great name because Angel kind of keeps things on a certain note, a certain level. It lets the gentleman know that you're thinking on a maybe more spiritual plane about the relationship.
Well, also carry... Oh, no. Also, along that same note, if they want to call you Angel in the morning, that's another reason I like to use the name Angel.